feels like 94. In fact, both coaches talked about that, how it's sort of a change to what the temperatures were this past week for both of these teams, practicing in Chicago, but also practicing here in Piscataway.
Especially going into that first game. Guys are still getting their conditioning under them. Depth's going to be an important part today.
Rutgers is going to receive to start this off, and Rashad Rochelle calls for the fair catch. Kyle Munungai is in the backfield. They start with 3 receivers. On first down from the 25-yard line. Munungai shifting a little bit. And off the play fake, he'll throw right away. Pass is complete to Isaiah Washington. Hollis and Johnson at the corner position are very good for the Wildcats. On second down, they hand the ball off, and it goes right to Munungai. And he stopped short of that first down. 100 tackles last year for the Wildcats. They hand it off to Munungai, and he battles through. He's got the first down up to the 37-yard line. And Wimsatt assessing a little bit. Off the play fake, throws to his left, and it's incomplete. Was there an early hit? Garnett Hollis was there on the coverage. It'll be second down. Again, they're really good at that corner position. Off the play fake again. Wimsatt looking to throw, rolling from the pocket. He'll just throw it away. And a flag comes in. The flag came in from the far side of the football field. And here's Jerry McGinn, the referee, who will let us know who the penalty is against. Ineligible receiver.
Receiver downfield, offense, number 51. Penalties declined, third down.
Last year, Rutgers 28% on third down opportunities. The Scarlet Knights have said they needed to improve on that. Pressure's coming, middle of the field. Pass is complete to Langan. Now, he's going to be short of the first down, but it's kind of decision time. Gallagher and Mueller were both there. It's fourth down and about a yard. Langan's in motion. They hand the ball off. Munungai has the first down, powers his way inside Northwestern territory. All right, so first down for the 44-yard line. Under center is Wimsatt. Will we see him under center that often today?
I don't think so. Every once in a blue.
He'll hand the ball off. He gives it to the freshman Benjamin, and Benjamin gets down inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Now, again, the rule changes are going to impact both of these teams. Here it is. The clock will continue to run when offense gains a first down, except with less than 2 minutes remaining in the second and fourth quarter. David Braun wasn't sure how much he liked it from a defensive standpoint. Here's Benjamin again, the freshman, and he doesn't get anything. He stopped. I feel like every team wants to improve on third down from year to year. They're down at 5. Wimsatt looking to throw. Throws to his left, and it's nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Turner was there, and it seemed like it was a busted route. Fourth down at 5 from inside the 40. Wimsatt looking to throw again. He's dancing in the pocket. He's being pressured. He throws across his body. It's complete. Christian Dremel out of bounds with a first down. So first down from the 22-yard line. Again, Wimsatt to throw. He's dancing in the pocket, lofts it to the near side, and overthrows his intended receiver. So it'll be second down from the 22-yard line. Benjamin, the freshman, back in for Rutgers. They'll hand it off to him. He'll run left. He's got quick feet, and he spins down inside the 20 to about the 16. And now a man in motion. Little misdirection. They hand it off to Benjamin, who plows over his right guard. 14 plays so far for the Scarlet Knights. This will be number 15. Play clock is winding down. There's Wimsatt to throw, rolls the pocket, lofts it to the end zone, overthrows his intended receiver.
He's got a guy covered up. You don't want to loft one out there and give them a chance.
So now on second down, they loft to the left side of the end zone. It's caught. Was the reception made? No, it's incomplete.
As he's being tackled right there, as he's going down to the ground, is he able to control this pass the whole way through?
After further review, the ruling in the field has determined that the receiver's left foot was inbounds with the reception. Touchdown.
Well, here's Patel, his first ever point after in his college career. And it is good. And both fourth downs, Jason, had different personalities.
Totally different. One was short and able to hand the ball off. The next one, Gavin rolling out, makes a good play outside the pocket. This goes to show how Coach Shiano is approaching this game. He's going to be aggressive and put the ball in his guys' hands to make plays.
All right, so now Rutgers will kick it off. Northwestern down 7-0. This is a pretty good boot that'll go out of the back of the end zone.
defense.
Yeah, he'll switch off with Brendan Sullivan from time to time. Sullivan started a lot of the games last year. Bryant looking to throw, has the back out of the backfield, Cam Porter. And Porter, who's explosive, is behind Bryant in the backfield. Off the play fake, Bryant to throw again, looking to the far side for heading, and he's got it. He bobbled it and held on to the 43-yard line. So first down after a gain of 26 yards from the 43-yard line. Off the play fake again, passes incomplete. Yeah, it's a new system for him, but he obviously has experience. On second down and 10, he's going to throw once again. He lofts it to the near side of the field and incomplete. Rutgers showing a little blitz. Bryant backs up. He's under pressure. He's hit as he throws. It's incomplete.
To make a good pass.
All right, Hunter Renner is on to punt the ball away. It was either going to be Renner or Akers to punt. Rochelle is back deep to receive. What a save! And then into the end zone. The initial save was glorious for Northwestern. Well, Manungai is the back of the backfield. Second drive of this first quarter on first down. They hand the ball off to Manungai. It'll be second down after the short gain on first down. Wimsatt looking to throw again, zips it near sideline, and the sliding grab is made up to the 43-yard line.
They're going to have to keep Gavin in the pocket. We've seen him outside of the pocket being able to make some throws and getting the ball down the field. So keeping Wimsatt inside there will allow them to get more pressure.
Yeah, they're creeping up a little bit on first down. Wimsatt looking to throw, throws to the middle, and it's a nice grab at the 49-yard line. Got a man in motion. Wimsatt hands it off to Benjamin. He's tripped up. Now that's good by Gallagher right there. He got into the backfield, but it is going to be a first down for Benjamin. Langen in motion. Wimsatt's under pressure, avoids it, throws to the near side, incomplete. Yeah, so a break then for the Wildcats on second down for the 48-yard line. Wimsatt has time in the pocket again, middle of the field. Pass is complete, and what a hit it was. I want to get back to those hits too, because you're a former defensive back, to talk about that a little bit. Manungai dives forward. Fourth down and a yard. Trips, including Langen, who's in motion now. And they hand the ball off, and the first down by Benjamin. How about they're 3 for 3 on fourth down so far today? They were only 9 of 17 last year, as Benjamin is stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Because the sticks are in their favor right now.
Not a shocker that Matt Lawson's favorite player is Aaron Donald. Not a shocker at all.
Pretty good one to follow.
Second down and short. Wimsatt looking to throw. He's got plenty of time. Throws to the middle, and it's caught. It was deflected into the hands of Ian Strong, who dove forward. To the 24-yard line off the play fake to Benjamin. Wimsatt rolls to his right, throwing toward the end zone, and he overthrows his intended receiver, Isaiah Washington. Benjamin stays in the game. It's second down from the 24-yard line. We're winding under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Wimsatt wanted to keep that one, and now Benjamin will be stopped after a short gain. Bryce Gallagher makes the tackle, and that'll be the last play of this first quarter.
Look at the time of possession right now for Rutgers versus Northwestern right now. There's a lot of confidence in Gavin Wimsatt.
Yeah, the other part of it too, and we'll talk about it, is that means the defense for Northwestern's been on the field a long time on a hot day. It's third down, about 9. Wimsatt throws to the far side for Washington, who's got another first down. Gain of 12. They hand the ball off. Manungai is spun down inside the 10, close to the 9-yard line. Muir, and don't give away all our trade secrets. There's a little air conditioning
I'm still learning.
On second down, Wimsatt will keep it himself. They said they'd like to do this a couple of times.
As you get closer to the end zone, the field is wider than it is longer.
All right, so third down and 4. The timeout was called by Northwestern. Off the play fake, Wimsatt's going to keep it himself. Goes toward the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. Outstanding in high school at South Brunswick, and somebody jumped for Northwestern.
There's multiple fouls on the play. Holding, offense, number 89. Offside, defense. This foul, offset, replay the try.
You still have eyes like a player. You're able to see both of those at one time. Good snap, good hold. Kick is on its way, and it's good. Patel, who won the kicking duties, rolling into the second quarter, and Northwestern's finally getting the football back.
Yeah, this has been a tough. If you're on that Northwestern defense, back-to-back possessions of 16 plays. You got to think about throughout the course of training camp, you're doing about 4 or 5 plays a series, which is totally different than trying to play 16 of them.
Do they have to balance it out like Rutgers is balancing it out?
It depends. I think right now you continue to do what's trying to work. Ben Bryant was working, but right now being able to hand the ball off and pick some yards up. For a defense, you always need to know where number 8 is aligned.
By the way, look at Covey, number 16, who's on the far side. He's going to get some touches today. He's just a true freshman.
Yeah, but Jagan said the best mid-year guy he's ever seen show up on campus and be able to pick everything up.
On first down, pressure's coming. It's avoided by Bryant, and Bryant is hit as he goes down with the coaching staff on the sidelines. High snap, he handles it, hands it off to Porter, running left. Not much is there. He might get a yard after the stop. 2 for 5 so far. He's going to throw again for the 6th time. Far sideline, and he leads his man a little too far. Hunter Renner's on to punt for a 2nd time. Renner's going to fake it. He's going to throw it. It's complete to the 46-yard line. The Wildcats were unable to convert on 4th down on the fake punt. So Wimsatt back to work. He's 9 of 16, 102 yards. He'll throw on first down. He throws to the far side, nearly intercepted, and a flag comes in.
Pass interference. Defense, number 2.
That's the first assessed penalty of the afternoon. Benjamin hit in the backfield, slowed at the line of scrimmage. And he gets down to the 28-yard line. 2nd down at 8. Wimsatt will keep it himself. Has blockers. Benjamin is running back blocked free for him. Down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Benjamin to the middle, and he stood up by Bryce Gallagher.
Henning, guys like that, Johnson, haven't touched the ball a lot.
Yeah, Benjamin on 2nd down. He stood up and pushed back. Manungai is in the backfield. Wimsatt will keep it himself, trying to find some blockers, and he's stopped inside the 15-yard line. Middle of the field. Again, he won the job in camp. High snap, handled well. Kick is on its way, and it is good. 17-0 Rutgers. All right, so these are the drives today for Rutgers. They've got 17 points, 2 16-play drives, and then the 7-play drive for a field goal. And that drive was longer than the time that Northwestern has spent on the field in this first half. Anthony Tyus, Trey Tyus, checks in for Northwestern in the backfield. He's a big back. Off the play fake, Bryant looking to throw, throws underneath, pass is complete, short gain. 2nd down at 8. Bryant again to throw, throws to the middle, zips it, pass is complete. That was a thing of beauty to Cam Johnson. Bryant, of course, started at Cincinnati, and then we got somebody that jumped on the right side of the offensive line. Zachary Franks, the tackle, looked like he moved. I don't think he was alone.
Start. Offense, number 68. 5-yard penalty remains.
Bryant to throw again, lofts it to the near side of the field, incomplete, intended for Cam Johnson.
Incompletion, some handoffs, not a lot of touches for their guys.
Bryant's under pressure, he dances away from it, gives him some extra time, wobbles the pass outside, pass is complete. Trips to the far side, Tyus moves in the backfield. And he'll keep it himself. Bryant will, and he dives forward for the 1st down. You know, they get a score here, they can feel pretty good about themselves.
No doubt about it. As bad as they've been or struggling they've had in this first half, you get a score here, it's a brand new ball game.
Yeah, on 1st down, Bryant looking to throw. Pressure's coming, he steps up, he's hit, it's swatted away. It's loose on the field. I think Northwestern recovered it.
Being attentive and jumping on that ball.
5 tackles, 1 sack last year. It is a loss of 3 on the play. It's 2nd down and 13. The pressure's coming again. This pass complete to the outside.
And I think those are going to be the guys that they focus on and try to get the ball and get a little crossing pattern to cause some confusion.
On 3rd down, they do hand it off, and Porter is stopped in the backfield. Bryant to throw here, throws it short. His intended receiver, A.J. Henning. Yeah, so 1st and 10, 3:33 to play here in the first half. Rutgers takes over on its 41. Manungai in the backfield, he'll take it, he'll run to the edge. Nothing there, that's a good job by the edge rushers. 2nd down at 11. 4-man front for Northwestern. Wimsatt to throw, pressure's coming from Gallagher, incomplete. Travis Hunter was all over the place on both sides of the ball. They hand it off to Manungai on 3rd down, and he gets up to the 44, maybe the 45. An odd formation for the rugby-style punter. Henning calls for the fair catch. All right, thanks, Tiffany. We appreciate that. He's a really talented player. Bryant, under pressure, dumps it off to Cam Porter. And Porter, after setting up the screen, gets out across the 20 to the 23-yard line.
For tackle for losses, those screens will slow them down.
Another 1st down for Northwestern. A quick pass. It's complete to the tight end out to the 31-yard line on 1st downs. That's important to note. Porter trying to break a tackle, can't get the 1st down. It'll be 3rd down. So they're looking at it thinking, all right, we got some time. We're going to make sure we stop it to keep the drive moving. This is a botched play, and it's intercepted. Max Melton stepped into a lane and picked it off for the Scarlet Knights. Wimsatt looking to throw, looks to the far side, passes complete to the far side. Langen sets up in the slot. They hand the ball off. Manungai, not much is there. He steps back to his right. And he stood up at a timeout called by Greg Schiano. Play clock down to 5. Wimsatt takes the snap, throws left, passes complete left. Isaiah Washington stepped in front of the defender. The clock will continue. Oh, now a timeout called by Rutgers.
Let's see what he's able to do on this drive.
He's going to throw here, throw into the back of the end zone, and it's caught. But I think out of bounds. Yep. He shifts around. Not a lot of pressure today by Northwestern, but Manungai is stopped at the line of scrimmage and then spun around and eventually taken down. Haggerty was there. Rutgers needs to get across the 8-yard line for 1st down. Wimsatt looking to throw on 3rd down, lofts it toward the end zone, and it's incomplete. Good snap, good hold, and it is on its way, and it hits the right upright. Incomplete. Again, he hasn't had a lot of opportunities today. He's going to throw on 1st down. He's going long on 1st down, and it's caught but out of bounds. It was incomplete, intended for Frank Covey, the freshman. So this will be the final play of the half, and it's Cam Porter who runs a couple yards up to the 23-yard line. First half, and now we begin the second half, and Northwestern will have the football, down 17-0. Certainly not insurmountable. Azim is back to receive this kickoff. He's going to call for the fair catch. It's going to go into the end zone. Tight end in motion, and Giri to the left side of the line. They hand it off to Porter, doing a little dancing in the backfield, and he gets a couple yards up to the 27-yard line.
And they haven't been able to get much push up front.
Off the play fake, Bryant looking to throw. Nobody's open. He'll just throw it away. Opening drive of the second half. Bryant steps up and slings it downfield, overthrows A.J. Henning, who did have a couple steps on his defender. All right, so Hunter Renner is on to punt for Northwestern. He gets that one off with pressure coming. Rochelle is moved back inside the 25, and he called for a fair catch. Manungai is in the backfield. A couple of receivers to the top. They give it to Manungai, and he is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten one. Yeah, that was Mueller who made the tackle. Mueller and Gallagher. Those are 2 outstanding linebackers. They try to set up the screen to the tight end, but nothing is there. Again, the pressure was there by Richie Haggerty. Haggerty's had himself a pretty good game defensively.
Yes, Haggerty has been all over the field for them today and creating pressure right here. And we talked about it, 1st down, you create a negative play. Now they come back 2nd and long. It allows those guys. We don't have to worry so much about the run. Haggerty does a really good job playing his keys once he sees it exploding in the backfield, forcing Wimsatt to throw the ball away.
The transfer from Southern Illinois. It's 3rd down and 8. Wimsatt throws to the far side. Pass is complete to Washington. Just a little too much room by Johnson. He shouldn't have given him that much space.
way too much room right there. They're trying to run a defense where they're running out of there and they're playing zone, but it allows Wimsatt to just sit back there and make an easy throw. Right there, our cornerback, he's bailing out of there and he's trying to find a way to create and play zone and keep the ball in front of him. But on third down, you have to apply some pressure right there for Johnson. Stick in there, and that goes on Braun too to give him a chance to play some man and force the incompletion.
And Jayshon Benjamin is the back of the backfield for Rutgers, the freshman. In for the first time, Wimsatt off the play fake, and he led his receiver too far. It was Chris Long. Those kind of passes, you think about it. So with the incompletion, clock is stopped, second down. Man in motion. Wimsatt hands it off to Benjamin, and he's dragged down from behind.
Like it was nothing.
Yeah, it all began in his backyard. Of course, his brother was an outstanding football player for Northwestern. And Wimsatt, he's hit in the backfield, and he breaks away and dives forward, and he got back to the original line of scrimmage.
To try to keep him motivated.
AJ heading back deep to receive, so Northwestern's defense is able to stand its ground. The punt by Appleby, and Henning lets it bounce, and it takes a Northwestern bounce initially back to the 25 that have been to the National Football League, included in Nanishiano. And how about this play? Henning, they try to get him into the mix. Well, high snaps so far today for Bryant that he's had to handle. That one was perfect. He's watching the pocket collapse. He tries to dump it off and does. He gets it to Hyman, the running back, and Hyman gets yards back. They're 1 for 6 on third down. That's obviously a number that has to improve for them to be successful. Bryant, pressure's coming, steps up, nothing there. He's taken down.
A really good call by Joe Harris-Semiak, the defensive coordinator.
Oh, this punt is a low one. It's going to bounce on the carpet, and it's going to roll inside the 40-yard line just by a hair. Came in with some of the boardwalk food. They've got a great concept here at Rutgers where they're emulating the Jersey Shore boardwalk with some great food, some great food trucks. That is a heck of a spinning play inside the 45-yard line by the Scarlet Knights. Washington is stretched out to the far side of the field for Rutgers. And Benjamin will run it up the middle. And he gets down close to the 35, just inside the 36-yard line. Bryce Gallagher makes the tackle. He's in the graduate program at Northwestern. Wimsatt will keep it himself, and he gets inside the 35 to the 33. Looks like there's some edge rushers coming in from the near side. Wimsatt will hand it off. Benjamin slices right through the block of his offensive line down to the 29-yard line. Hey, by the way, this offensive line has been on the field a lot too. They're opening holes. So another first down for the Scarlet Knights. 17 first half points for Rutgers. This play will take us under the 7-minute mark in the third quarter. Langen, the tight end, open inside the 25. Down to the 23-yard line. Rod Hurd made the tackle.
Offensive coordinator Kurt Shiraka has done a really good job of just mixing it up right here. We call this elephants on parade. As you saw all the offensive linemen going to the left, they're trying to sell the run play, and then Wimsatt's able to pull it out and find Langen wide open in the flat and able to pick up some yardage on first down. And you go back to that third down call, Shiraka's done a good job on third down, handing the ball off and catching the Northwestern defense by surprise.
Yeah, Shiraka, who was with Greg Schiano earlier in his career as an offense coordinator, spent the last several years at Minnesota before he was rehired here at Rutgers. Benjamin again, and Benjamin, the freshman, will take that down to the 21-yard line. It's 14 carries, 34 yards for Benjamin so far.
A lot of carries for the young freshman in his first action. And for the Northwestern defense right now, got to take a deep breath and say, hey, fellas, we have to come together. This game is starting to get away from us, but if we can get a stop right here in this red zone and force them to kick a field goal, give the ball back to our offense, we can start to build some confidence, but this is a moment that they have to step up.
Yeah, keep this at a 3-score game almost.
Yes.
Yeah, third down, 3rd and 2. 7 conversions. Wimsatt will take it himself. He's down close to that first down marker. I think he's got it down to the 18-yard line.
This is a matter of will right now. Rutgers on their sideline. They're saying, hey, we have them right where we want them. We just have to continue to move forward and try to break their will. Right there, 3rd and 2. It's not a 3rd and 1. They're going quarterback sneak, and they're saying, hey, you know what? We believe our big guys can move your big guys up front and pick up these 2 yards. I expect them to continue to try to run the ball on this drive.
Yeah, so another first down. See the drive, 5 rushes, 2 passes, 42 yards. Trying to choose some clock. They give it off to Manungai. Manungai moves the pile down close to the 15-yard line. Kenny Soares makes the tackle. The other part of it, too, and I know we've been harping on time of possession, but it is part of the storyline today. It's 30 minutes to 11 minutes, basically, is that the offensive line for Rutgers, even though they've been out on the field a lot, they're wearing down the defense of Northwestern.
Yeah, because you have the momentum, you have the motivation on your side, because now you're rallying around, you're moving guys out of your way. For Northwestern's defensive linemen, you're looking at each other and you're looking for somebody to step up on that front, somebody to energize the rest of the guys, get a tackle for loss, something to get excited about.
2nd down. They hand it off. Manungai has it inside the 10, makes a man miss inside the 5. Touchdown, Rutgers. A little high step into the end zone. Yeah, Patel on for the point after. The kick is on its way, and it is good. 24-0 Rutgers. Zama's back deep to receive this kickoff. And he'll just let this one go into the back of the end zone.
And it's so true, and he talked about it, just how much the staff here in the university has supported him, never being at a Big 5, and he's out here doing it.
Wow, Bryant is just smothered by Tyreen Powell.
Right through, nobody picks him up. Just a really good job of keeping his eyes on the quarterback right there, coming through there. And if you're Ben Bryant, that's a terrible sight to see. You're looking down the field, and next thing you know, you see these big 2 number 2s coming right at you.
That's 3 sacks now. Some positive yards, but Powell is there again. They didn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage on that one. It'll be 3rd down and long. And that's all part of getting used to being a head coach on any level.
No doubt about it. And the one thing he said about that new thing every day is something that's heavy. On top of just being a new thing.
Yeah, he was very forthright with us yesterday. 3rd down and long. Northwestern trying to convert. Middle of the field, nearly intercepted. They intended that pass to Covey, and Loyal was in the neighborhood.
Ben Bryant has a very strong arm, and sometimes he believes in that arm a lot, and Rutgers sitting in zone right there, and Loyal has an opportunity to have the interception, and credit maybe that arm strength. He threw that ball so hard that it was able to go through his hands, and he wasn't able to come down with that one. Just a really good job by this Rutgers defense on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion, but that's one where you said, hey, catch the ones they throw if it's not going to happen too often.
Well, Hunter Renner is on to punt. Rochelle's back deep to receive. It's a short punt. And it's going to bounce inside midfield and go out of bounds inside the 45. A family reunion going on for the Brawns. His aunt was celebrating her 70th birthday not too far from here. So his dad, Ed, even came into town for this game. Wimsatt diving forward, gets close to midfield up to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
You know, Tom, that's something that goes unsaid sometimes for coaches. You end up in so many different places, and you're moving here and you're moving there. And for David Braun, you're going from Fargo and you're moving out to Evanston for Northwestern job. And his wife was pregnant with 2 kids, and she's packing the house up and doing all of those small things that you sometimes take for granted. He raved about their relationship and how important she's been for him through all of this.
2nd down at 5. Wimsatt now with 33 yards on the grounds. Hands that ball off to Manungai. Manungai goes right and then left. 3rd down and 2. The ball at the 48-yard line for Rutgers, the 48 of Northwestern. 3 yards or less. You see they've converted every single time. Benjamin this time, though, cannot. That was Bastone who came in to make that tackle, the junior from St. Charles, Illinois.
Really good job by that front of just getting in the backfield and not allowing them to get back to that line of scrimmage. Interesting right here. Well, Greg Schiano, do you go for it? I look at it, you're up 24-0. You don't really want to take those chances now and go for it and create any type of momentum for Northwestern.
Yeah, Appleby comes running on. Again, they've had a lot of success 4th down. Braun is reminding A.J. Henning to just kind of let it go. Again, rugby style punter. And Henning calls for the fair catch. It's Bryant back in there. We haven't seen Brendan Sullivan at all today. A.J. Henning just can't hang on. He threw it behind him, and again, that's one of those that it's tipped, and it could have been intercepted because the ball was in the air after it went off the hands of Henning.
Bryant just a little off the mark there, and I don't know if it's been the constant pressure that he's been under because of this Rutgers defensive front. He's a guy that's usually really accurate on those type of passes. Henning trying to be able to reach around and hold that one in. A very tough pass to catch when you're running full speed across that middle.
So second down and 10 from the 10-yard line. 23 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Bryant has time, dumps it off. He has Porter, but Porter's wrapped up immediately and thrown down to the grounds. So Mohamed Toure made that tackle.
He's a guy that they're excited to have back. Mohamed Toure, a guy that missed a lot of time last year, and now he's back out there, and they said he's brought a lot of energy.
All right, the clock will wind down. That'll be the end of the third quarter. It's third down. Now the average yards, the average distance on third down for Northwestern today is 7 yards. They're 1 for 8. Deep inside Rutgers territory. Bryant's in trouble. He bounces away. He has some daylight. Makes a man miss on a beautiful hurdle. And then gets up across the 25.
Making a guy miss and making a play for them when they needed it.
First down, looking to throw. This time has time. Pressure was coming at the end. Dumps it off to Porter. And Porter, little safety valve grab up to the 8-yard line to the 35. Second and 2, Bryant. Little no-huddle offense. They like to have tempo, although they haven't really had a chance to have it today.
Based off of what the defense is giving them, and he's showing that these last 2 plays.
13 of 25 so far today. He'll throw it for the 26th time, and it's intercepted. Inside Rutgers territory, it's Longer Beam, who plucked it right out of the air. In motion is Dremel. Wimsatt looking to throw, dumps it off to Langen, and Tyler Needham at the right tackle position for Rutgers. Benjamin will go to the left guard. Colin Pierce out of Trenton, New Jersey. Trenton Central High School. He was a Tornado when he was in high school. Used to be a really good football program that continues to produce some really good football players. He's a big individual. And he's moving.
He talked about the commitment that he made to be able to lose some of that weight. And you see it right here. That's high school Holland Pierce, and then that's college Holland Pierce. Woo! And he talked about the motivation he knows. He knows he has the size, 6'8", 340 pounds, to play on Sunday. And he's trying to seize the moment and really get the most out of his body and his potential.
Third down and 4. Again, you can't miss him. He's on the left side of this offensive line. Wimsatt, and his pass is complete to Dremel, but he's hit almost immediately. It'll be fourth down. Tiffany, he was a pretty cool kid to sit down and talk with.
Yeah, he really was, and it's unbelievable. In high school, his heaviest weight was 455 pounds, and he fell in love with football. He said that a lot of coaches, though, when he was looking for schools, saw that he was overweight, but he believed in himself, and he wanted to play at Rutgers. When he walked on in 2020, he weighed 390, and he started to work to lose more weight. Early mornings on the treadmill, balancing meals. He started to lose 2 pounds a day, and today he weighs 340, guys.
Wow. Well, he was a basketball player, but he said he kind of outgrew that more than anything else. Rutgers will punt on fourth down. Henning calls for the fair catch and grabs it at the 16-yard line.
But realignment is something that is happening, and it's happening fast.
Right, and for the Big Ten, for both these teams, you know, it's coast to coast now. It's east to west, and that's a really good thing from a market standpoint.
No doubt about it. And for these guys, you're going to get a chance to fly all the way to UCLA, to USC. It's going to be a really cool opportunity to discover a little bit more than just the East Coast to the Midwest. So a lot of fun. I don't know about those late night games for a Rutgers team or a Northwestern heading all the way over there, but they'll get used to it in a hurry.
That's going to be cool, you know, to be at the Rose Bowl playing UCLA. Not a bad thing. The Coliseum facing USC. That one's up to the 37-yard line. And it's different, you know, Northwestern gets a chance to float around going west as well. There's a flag down.
Holding. Offense. Number 71. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
All right, so third penalty for Northwestern. Rutgers has not been penalized yet in today's ball game. They move the football back to the 12-yard line.
They catch the center right up front, right there as he grabs a hold of the defensive lineman, gives him a swim move and tries to get around him. He just grabs a whole bunch of jersey, which allows Ben Bryant to stay clean. That's a penalty sometimes where you say, I understand you got beat. Let's not get our quarterback killed.
Trey Tyus is in. They'll dump it off to him. Tyus, big body guy, is able to get to the 19-yard line before he's stopped. So back across the original line of scrimmage. It'll be third down. Flip Dixon made the tackle for Rutgers.
It has not been pretty for Northwestern on third down. If they can give Ben Bryant a little bit of time, maybe work a one-on-one opportunity on the outside. Rutgers on third down has shown a lot of man-to-man today. So the last time we saw Shaquan Loyal come on a blitz and that was disguised. Let's see if they get man or they go zone. I would expect him to play man and be a little aggressive.
On third down, Bryant looking to the far side, and his pass is incomplete. What a hit.
Do they go to Sullivan to kind of get a spark, maybe use his legs to try to get some things going?
Hunter Renner lets this one go. It's a high, booming kick, and it's dropped by Rochelle, but then he picked it back up off the turf. It was the right place for him, right place for his family, and of course it was the right place for Rutgers.
Just an amazing young man. We got a chance to talk to him, and his energy even comes through the phone.
It does.
And you can just see the difference with him out there on the field for this Rutgers football team.
Well, first down for the Scarlet Knights, up 24-0. Wimsatt will throw on first down. Pass is complete to Chris Long, who sidesteps out of bounds, and he's about a half a yard shy of the first down.
Gavin Wimsatt has just looked different today. He knows where he's going with the ball, and right out of the break, he puts the ball right on Chris Long. A timing throw. There's no indecision. He gets that ball back there, and he knows exactly where he's going. He puts the ball right on the money.
Second down and 1. 163 yards in the air. He has 33 yards on the ground. They give it to Benjamin. Benjamin to the left tackle, and he's got the first down. You know, Rutgers is playing today. They're using Benjamin a lot, which they're really okay with, the freshman, because as Greg Schiano told us, when he saw him practice, he realized, okay, this kid, he's a freshman, but he can do some really good things. But they're without Samuel Brown. They're without Aaron Young. Those are two pieces in the backfield that are also pretty big for Rutgers.
Yeah, they're really a running back by committee type of team where all of those guys typically get carries. But without those two guys in the lineup, it's been Monungai and Benjamin carrying the load today.
They'll also have Salam at some points as well out of the backfield. On first down, here's Benjamin again, freshman inside Northwestern territory. Well, obviously the Big Ten has had some change this year. David Braun being one, Luke Fickell at Wisconsin, Matt Rule at Nebraska. That was a heck of a first game that those guys had. And Ryan Walters, first game didn't go well for him at Purdue, but he takes over there for the Boilermakers.
Yeah, Luke Fickell, a guy that coached Ben Bryant when he was at Cincinnati, taking over out there in Wisconsin, trying to implement a little bit more of the pass game over there where they've typically been known as a running football team. Going to be interesting to see how these first-year head coaches pan out this season.
Second down at 6. Here's Benjamin again. And not much is there. This time the defense was able to snuff him out. It'll be third down. Grayson Metz, the senior, made that tackle. Former walk-on.
Always impressive when you see a walk-on go out there and earn himself a scholarship. Holland Pierce for Rutgers was a walk-on, earned his side. Now he's out there starting for those guys. A lot of football left to be played for Northwestern. This game hasn't gone the way that they've wanted it to go, but this is the first game of the season for them. A long road to get to this first game. A lot to learn as you continue to play hard that you can coach off of on the tape tomorrow.
And by the way, Salam is in for the first time for the Scarlet Knights in the backfield. He wears number 26. Wimsatt will keep it himself. And he's going to be stopped after maybe a half-yard gain, so it'll be fourth down. And the time obviously is on the side of the Scarlet Knights. The score is too, but the time is. They're running the clock, 7:15 and counting to play.
Exactly. You can see them on their sideline. They're taking their time. A run right there, yes, you don't pick up the first down, but it keeps that clock ticking, and it forces Northwestern to have to make a play to put some type of pressure on Rutgers. And like I just said, for Northwestern, whether it's a punt return in special teams, offense or defense, go out there and execute so you have something that you can build off going into next week.
Appleby on the punt. Henning back deep to receive. And a penalty marker is down, delay game.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
May have been even by design.
They did all the work right there.
All right, so now first down for Northwestern. Henning makes a man miss, keeps on his feet, and is out of bounds above the 15 to the 16-yard line. Deion Jennings made the tackle.
We've only saw glimpses, but Henning has been fun to watch. When the ball gets in his hands, you kind of hold your breath because you're waiting for him to make the first guy miss and see what he's able to do after the play. They haven't had a ton of success, but he's been a bright spot of somebody that you know you can get the ball in his hands.
Here's Henning again. He had a block up to the 20-yard line. Torre made the tackle. There is a flag down. Oh, looks like they may have picked it up.
It's the first game of the season. We're all getting back into the groove of it. Football is back. Takes some getting back used to.
We got a first down from the 20-yard line. Bryant zips it. Pass is complete. He has Cam Johnson, which is a great sign. He took that hit earlier, so he's back in the game. Flip Dixon made the tackle. As the clock will wind, under 5.5 to play in the 4th quarter. Gain of 17 yards.
Tom, that ball was on a laser from Bryant right there, getting it right to the spot where he needed to go.
Pressure's coming. He'll loft this one for Johnson, who was held from behind, but nothing was called. 10 from the 37-yard line. Rutgers 24, Northwestern nothing. They dump it off to the tight end, Marshall Lang. Northwestern 2 of 10 on 3rd downs, make it 3 of 11 as they get this one by a yard. Cam Porter's in the backfield. Bryant, time, dumps it off to Porter. He just couldn't hang on.
Getting a first game like this, fans are excited. Shano talked about the guys starting to buy in and really understand what he's preaching. This would be a big one if they're able to hold on to the shutout.
A little hitch by Bryant. He lost the football. He was hit by Fletcher. It's loose on the field.
For another down.
Yeah, Zachary Franks, the right tackle, was able to recover it, but it's a major loss on the play. 3rd down and long. Pressure's coming, and Bryant's going down. It was Torre who spun right off of his blocker and was able to record the sack. His 10th career sack.
Just a beautiful play by Torre. You're going to see the move right here. He's right here. Keep your eyes on this guy throughout this play. He gets in and watch how he dips down underneath his shoulder and he's able to pull that left hand we call a rip as he gets it through Tiernan and is able to swing Ben Bryant back to the ground right there. They said Torre coming back. He's the guy that'll be in the middle of that linebacker on the outside rushing the passer. They'll put him all over the defense.
All right, Northwestern will punt one more time. Under 3 minutes to play. Fair catch is called. It's fumbled, picked up by Northwestern.
Those are back-to-back mistakes by Rochelle. We saw the last punt return. He doesn't fair catch it, and the ball slips through his hands. Shiano had a conversation with him on the sideline. He comes back here, and he's trying to make a good play. He's trying not to give up too much yards and come up and receive that ball. Not able to squeeze it, and Northwestern comes away with the recovery.
Yeah, Soares is able to pick it up. So he's dropped right where he picked it up. And Northwestern will get another opportunity on offense. And Brendan Sullivan is going to go out and quarterback at least this drive for the Wildcats. Again, he started last year. He was one of 5 quarterbacks to start last year. The combination of quarterbacks had 10 touchdowns and 17 interceptions last year. Whistle blows at a timeout called by Rutgers.
He is still learning the quarterback position, but he said the sky's the limit when it comes to his talent.
Yeah, he said the race was pretty close between the two of them. He completes his first pass. Calvin Johnson. Ben Bryant today, 20 of 37, 169 yards and 2 interceptions. Under pressure a lot more in the second half than he was in the first half.
Yeah, a lot more goes into those numbers. They weren't able to establish any type of run game, and to your point, he was hit a lot today.
Sullivan avoids the defenders, and then he goes out of bounds at the 36.
Sullivan on the carry.
Gained a couple of yards. Flip Dixon gets the tackle. It'll be 3rd down.
Really good opportunity for Sullivan right here. Yes, you're down a lot of points, but this is your opportunity. Hey, we've been neck and neck throughout training camp. Hey, coaches, I want to show you that, hey, I can get the job done. If not, Brian, please give me my opportunity. Let's see what he can do with it.
Well, they hand the ball off. It's a positive gain for first down to the 31-yard line.
His throughout the game have a big impact on the quarterback and his time clock when he's back there in the pocket.
5 sacks, 2 interceptions. Sullivan to throw on first down. Dumps it off underneath. Pass is complete. Whoever they feel embodies the label of a Wildcat football player gets that number 1. So that's why he's wearing the number 1. Here's Sullivan, and he's tripped up as he gets to the 22-yard line.
Been in just this series that he drops back and he just takes off to pick up some yards.
Yeah, third down and short. He's going to throw here toward the end zone, and a diving attempt incomplete. Calvin Johnson tried to get it. Timeout's going to be called by Braun. He's running to the line judge. And he called it just as the ball was snapped. 4th down and 1. All right, after timeout, 4th down and 1. They quickly get up to the line of scrimmage, and Sullivan will keep it himself, and he just dances across the first down marker. Aaron Lewis, by the way, is back in for the Scarlet Knights. Sullivan drops back, throws toward the end zone, and his receiver was out of bounds, but there may be a reason he was out of bounds. Longer beam was in on the coverage if you're Northwestern. 1st and goal from the 4. Sullivan asks for his tight end, Gordon, to come in motion. Sullivan hands the ball off, plowing through toward the end zone, and just shy of the end zone.
We saw Bryant the whole game. Now we got a chance to see Sullivan. He's moved the offense. Which guy are they going to go with next week?
Yeah, 2nd and goal from inside the 2. Sullivan's going to keep it himself, try to get to the goal line. He's stopped at the 1-yard line. Northwestern quickly gets up to the line of scrimmage. Offset I formation behind Sullivan. Sullivan looking, he's rolling, he throws, pass is complete, touchdown, Wildcats. Good snap, good hold, kick is on its way, and it's through the uprights. Akers to kick off. And this will go into the end zone and just spin around, go to the back of the end zone. And Rutgers will bring the offense onto the field. No timeouts for either team. I would think that it's a kind of victory formation for Greg Schiano's squad.
The greatest formation in football when you're on the winning side. When you can go out there, just take the snap and take a knee. It is a great feeling. That's what it's all about.
Greg Schiano, we met with him yesterday. You and I have known him for a long time. He was optimistic about the changes he made here with the offense, with Kurt Shiraka coming back. And just the camp that they had and how well Gavin Wimsatt responded to being named the starter in the early part. Wimsatt is back on the field. He'll just take a knee, and that'll be it. The Rutgers Scarlet Knights start the Big Ten season on a good note.
I was really proud of the D linemen, that the way they handled it. Coach Jared Kite stepped in and did an incredible job. So proud of the D line for the way they hung together and didn't let that have an effect. Really grateful for our fans. And to come out on a day like this, it was a scorcher. And especially our students. I'll tell you what, that's unbelievable. 12 o'clock game on Sunday of Labor Day, and that student section was awesome.